Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce and Guns, and today I've got a quick EDC for you for the up and coming holiday season. Don't worry, there is a really cool Deuce and Guns channel video coming up regarding my M1917 behind me. But I have had several questions about some of the things that I wear on the channel every single day. And I'm assuming it's because the Black Friday season is coming up in a couple of weeks and the holiday season is upon us. So people are looking for either gift ideas or things to buy themselves when they go on sale, when they see those coupon codes. So let's get started. I got three things that I use every day that a lot of people have asking questions. Number one, my wedding ring. Number two is my watch. And number three is my wallet. First of all, let's talk about my wedding ring. Number one, you can tell that it's not a typical size. It is a very wide wedding ring. My hands are dirty. I was working on the car earlier. Anyway, it's a very wide wedding ring, number one. Number two is that it's not made out of a typical wedding ring material. It's not a silver, it's not a gold, it's not a platinum. I can't afford platinum, but it is titanium. More importantly, it's 6-4 titanium, which is a industrial alloy that they use for, well, if you need the toughest titanium out there, the stiffest, strongest titanium out there, is typically a 6-4 titanium. It's one of the things that they use. The DoD used it in several applications regarding missiles and rockets and things of that nature, and the space shuttle had it on there. And it had the reason why I got this wedding ring is because it was featured in a movie that I just really was fascinated by when I was younger, and it's called The Abyss. And this is an exact copy of the wedding ring from that movie. Let me zoom in real quick on a little more detail on that ring here. You can see it's very scratched up. If you work with your hands, then you're going to scratch up your ring, because I do. I work with my hands a lot and I keep my ring on there and it's going to get scratched up. It just does. So don't bother paying any extra, don't pay any extra money to get a fully polished ring, because it will not stay polished. It will get kind of a patina of, not of corrosion, of course, because it's titanium, but you will get a patina of scratches, and it will become kind of a frosted look like that. Also, one of the big myths surrounding titanium rings is that you can lose your finger because of them. You get your finger injured, it swells up, they can't get the ring off, and they can't cut it off because it's such hard material. Completely false. These can be cut off and sawed off just as easily as a 10 karat gold ring, because 10 karat gold is actually a very, very tough alloy. I got this at titaniumrings.com, I believe. I'll put the link in the description below the video, of course. I don't have a discount code for them, but they go on sale all the time, and they're not that expensive. $50, $60, $70 usually will get you a decent titanium band from them. Next up, let's talk about my watch. This is a Seiko 5. There we go. It's a Seiko 5 watch. It's automatic winding, and you can see right there the weight, the counterweight right there, revolves around every time you move your wrist, and it keeps the thing wound. This thing has been running non-stop for at least 4 years. I think 3 or 4 years since I've had it, since I bought it. I bought this off Amazon. You can get these fairly inexpensively. Of course, it keeps time fairly well. Automatic winding watches are not the best timekeepers. This thing gains about a minute per week. So at the end of the month, I'm running about 5 minutes ahead of schedule. Not a big deal. Now again, this is a military green. They come in several different colors, blue and I think a beige or a cream or whatever. And of course it does the day and date as well. And it has the clear back, which is really cool. And I also recommend the NATO straps. Now, I like the cheaper NATO straps better. They fit better and they are more comfortable. I do have one of these, and I wore this, you can tell right there with the indentation of the watch, that I wore this quite a bit. And it just felt more bulky. It sets the watch a little bit further off of your wrist. And I was getting this thing hung because I wear this watch when I'm working on things. I don't take it off to stop working. And that's one of the things about it. I've had this thing next to an engine block that's still hot. I've had this on when I changed oil in a deuce and a half. It has been on my wrist every day for over 3 years. And this type of NATO strap, the 2-layer NATO strap, it just set the watch further off my wrist and it just got hung on things. So this works best for me. And now, where should you buy your Seiko 5 from? Well, that's going to be an interesting story, because I'm going to leave a link to the Amazon link to this exact watch. But I recommend you do not buy it from there, because for some reason they went crazy with their prices. So I paid about $62, $63 for this watch. And that's a great price for this watch. But unfortunately, About a month or two after I bought that, the company I bought it from, the store I bought it from, decided to go crazy with their prices, and now they charge like 100 to 110 bucks for this exact watch. It's not worth that. I mean, maybe it is, but you can get better prices online. So go to Google, just Google search or Google shopping, and just type in Seiko 5 or Seiko 5 military if you want the green version. And you can find prices all day long in the $60 to $70 range. And now let's talk about my wallet. This is one of those front pocket style wallets. This one is made in the United States by Recycle Firefighter. The main address is recyclefirefighter.com. If I can get that to focus, Canon, there you go. But the discount code I have for this is the Amazon link only, which of course is in the description and comments below the video. Now, this is one of those tiny little wallets. I have had this for years and years and years. I'm not sure how long, but the guy had just started making these when I first bought this one. This was the recycled military boot leather version, which is basically this leather with the nylon border around it. Most of them are made from recycled firefighter hose. Those great big huge hoses that they use on fire trucks. That is very tough stuff. And he started making wallets out of those. Now, originally this thing at one point had an elastic band back here that went all the way from front and back. You can see a little bit of remnants right there. Get my pointer out. You can see a little bit of the remnants of the elastic band right there, and it went all the way from front to back, or from top to bottom. And eventually that stretches out. It became a cumbersome thing, and I never used it anyway, so I just cut it off. You know, it'd be really cool if he offered this without that, because that was kind of a nuisance for a while. Originally, it only would fit 6 cards, and I had to force 7. I think actually I forced 8 cards in there to stretch it out, and then it can comfortably hold 7 now. So that's perfect, and it holds 7 really well. The cards do not come out. They don't shake out. I mean, you can eventually hammer them out, but the cards don't come out or shake out on their own. And again, this goes in your front pocket, so it is super secure. No one's going to be picking your front pocket very easily. And you can find these on Amazon starting out about 20 bucks, and I have, I think, a 10% coupon code that I'm going to leave in the description below the video. A quick note about all 3 of these products. I have 0 affiliation with any of these 3 companies. None whatsoever. None of the stores that sell them, nothing. I don't get any kind of kickback from any of the links. These are just items that I bought many, many years ago and I use every single day. These are things that every time I leave my house, all 3 of these items are on my person. Thus, they end up on the video a lot. So I got a lot of questions about it, and that's all I'm doing is just answering those questions. And I just happened to get an email today about the Recycle Firefighter discount code. I'm just passing it on to you guys. Because I'm not going to use it because I already have my wallet. I might buy another one for a gift, but other than that, this is my wallet, and I have no need to upgrade it because it is that strong and sturdy. And remember, make sure you stay tuned for my next video here about the M1917. I think it's going to be a pretty cool video, so you might like that. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or show what it is, leave that in the comment box below the video. And of course, you guys have a great day. See ya.